Okay, in section 1.7, we're going to express solutions. So it says express each interval in set builder notation and graph the interval on a number line. The easiest way to write something in set builder notation when it's already written in what we call interval notation is to graph it on a number line first. So the left side of the interval tells me where I'm going to start at. So in this case, I'm starting at positive 1. The parentheses or the bracket tells me if I'm going to use a closed dot or an open dot. So I want you to think about, if I'm using parentheses, it's going to be an open dot. If I have brackets, we're going to use a closed dot. And what the difference with that is an open dot or a parenthesis says, in your solution set, do not include 1, but start at 1. So I'm going to start at 1. And my solution is going to include all those numbers, not including 1, but between 1 and 6. And because it's a bracket, 6 is going to be included in that solution set. So when I have a segment of a line, we're always going to start off with our curly braces. And the correct interval or correct notation for set builder is X straight line. This means X such that. All right, we're telling what X is. So X is between the numbers of 1 and 6. And because 1 had the parentheses, which means that's not equal to, these are always going to be less than or equal to signs, depending on whether it's a parentheses or a bracket. So 6 would be a less than or equal sign because of the bracket. So the 1 only has a less than. Now, the way this can be written is, remember that inequalities can be read left to right or right to left. If 1 is less than X, that means X is greater than 1. The second part is X is less than or equal to 6. So when I'm writing my solution set, it says it's all the numbers greater than 1, but not including 1, all the way up to all the numbers less than 6. So it's going to be right in this area right here. And because of the bracket, it includes the 6. The ones that are line segments, to me, are a little bit tougher for students to write in set builder notation. The ones like number 7, we're going to graph it first. This is going to be one that, remember, I'm reading left or right. I'm going to start at positive 2. It's a parentheses, and it goes toward positive infinity. So it means it's going to go to this direction and keep going. You'll never have a bracket on an infinity because you never reach infinity. You just get closer and closer and closer. So if I was describing the solution set that I have graphed here, it would be all the numbers greater than 2. And it's no equal sign since the 2 had a parentheses on it. So to finish the correct set builder notation, I'm going to do X such that, and I'm going to put it in my curly braces. Infinities will always have parentheses. All right, number 6 says that I want to graph the solution set of all the numbers between negative 2 and 5. So I'm going to start at negative 2, and I'm going to go to positive 5. They're both brackets. Any segment on a number line, we're going to start off with X such that X is going to be in the middle. You can go ahead and put your less than signs if you want to, and your two numbers, negative 2 and 5. This describes the solution set, all the numbers between negative 2 and 5. The only thing that we need to correct is go back and look at your less thans. Since these were brackets, we need an equal to on there. So this really means all the answers between negative 2 and negative 2 and positive 5, but including negative 2 and positive 5 is part of that solution set. All right, so I've picked out just a few more to practice. We're going to write it in set builder notation. So we're going to start at -4 with the parentheses. I'm going to go to 0, bracket. It's a line segment. So X such that. X goes in the middle. You can put your less thans and your two numbers. All I have to do is go back and check if I need an equals to. -4 is a parentheses, so I would not need a line up under that inequality sign. 0 has a bracket, it needs a line. It means less than or equal to 0. 0 is part of my solution set. Number 2 says from 3 to infinity. So I'm going to start at 3. It has a bracket. It goes to positive infinity and keeps going. What is this representing in my solution set? X such that X is greater than and it's an equal to. So be careful and don't lose points about not checking to whether your sign should be an equal to or not equal to. And look at what your solution set is showing. It's all the values of X that are greater than or equal to 3. Our last example starts at negative infinity. We're reading left or right always. It goes up to -1 and it stops with a parentheses. So what values am I representing here? What is the solution set? X is all the numbers that are less than -1. Does it need an equal sign with that less than? No, because of my parentheses. True set builder notation, X such that. And I'm going to put it in curly braces. So as we're going through, you're taking things in interval notation, you're writing it in set builder notation. The easiest way is to start off by graphing it. Read left or right, pay attention to whether it's a line segment or if it's going to be a situation in where it's greater than a number or less than a number, like number 2 or number 3, and always put X such that, X straight line, and put it inside curly braces.